already studied solution of system of equations. So, system of linear equation. I think in class 6 or maybe before that you already studied this system of equations. For example, if I ask you to solve x plus y is equal to 1 and 2x plus y is equal to, let's say, 2. Can you tell me the solution? How do you find the solution? You eliminate either x or y, correct? And then this. But before finding solution, I must know whether this problem has a solution and if there is solution is unique or not. For example, this problem has a unique solution, correct? But if you look at this, let's say x plus y is equal to 1 and 2x plus 2y is equal to 2, correct? So, this is one system, this is 2. Can you tell me a solution of this? What are solutions? Can you find one solution? Yes, you have to answer. There are infinitely many solutions. So assign any arbitrary value to x or y, you can find the another value, correct? Okay. But if you have x plus y is equal to 1 and let's say 2x plus 2y is equal to 3. What about this problem? Does it have a solution? Yes. So can you tell me the solution of this system 3? What are solutions? What are the solutions? Tell me. Quickly you eliminate one y, whatever you do, correct? I want answer. Do it. Does it have a solution? It doesn't have. What do you mean solution is what? First we have to understand what do you mean by a solution. You are looking for x and y will satisfy these two equations family. That's the meaning, correct? So this problem has a unique solution. This problem has infinitely many solutions. This problem has no solution. So before attempting a problem, I must know whether this has unique solution or not, correct? And then how do we find it, correct? So idea is same. What the idea you have used in class 6 or maybe much before that. Idea is same. Idea is same. So let us take 3 by 3 system, and this idea can be, or I can start with 2 by 2 system, but I will take 3 by 3 system, and this idea can be extended to n by n also. Okay, idea is same. So we take this one. Let me take this a11 x1 plus a12 x2 plus a13 x3 equal to b1. Then a21 x1 plus a22 x2 plus a23 x3 equal to b2. Then a31 x1 a32 x2 plus a33 x3 equal to b3. I want to solve this system of linear equations, correct? So let us solve this system A. One time matter. This is the system. I want to solve this. Solve is what? I try to find x1, x2, x3 real number such that this satisfies these three equations. I may rewrite this in different form. This can be written as simply ax equal to b form. Correct? What is my a here? Is the coefficient matrix. A11, A12, A13, A21, A22, A23, A31, A32, A. This is what your A is, correct? What is your X is? Tell me. X1, X2, X3, and B is B1, B2, correct? This one. So this can be rewritten Ax equal to B, correct? Both are same. So given a system of equations, I can always write in a matrix form Ax equal to B, correct? Or given a matrix form Ax equal to B, I can always write in the equation. So this both ways, correct? Both ways. But however, we will prefer this notation because it's a compact form. This is in a compact form. So we will work with Ax equal to B, correct? So idea is here. If you, the question is, let me call this is 2 or 1, doesn't matter. When this has a unique solution, correct? When this has a unique solution, and then we can find the solution. So very simple remark I make, since we will not go in detail. You know determinant of a matrix, right? Yes? Or you know A is non-singular matrix? Yes? No? If you don't know, it's okay. Non-singular, doesn't matter. So I am saying, if determinant of A is not equal to 0, determinant of A is not equal to 0, you know how to find determinant, correct? Say yes.
Yes.
Then we have the result, this Ax equal to B has a unique solution. Correct? Then X equal to B has a unique solution. Actually, determinant of A is non-zero means what? This A is non-singular. Means A is invertible. A is invertible, correct? So idea is you can keep this quantity this side inverse, correct? You get the X, correct? So if determinant of A is non-zero, that means A is invertible. A is invertible or A is non-singular, correct? Then A is to B always has a unique solution. We have much more than this. This is also true. If A equal to B has unique solution, then determinant also A will be 0. This real both the ways. Correct? We have one more simple thing. If determinant of A is non-zero, then if you look at this A equal to 0, what is that? If B is 0, the right hand side is 0. This is called the homogeneous equations, correct? This is called the homogeneous. Then this has trivial solution. Because anyway, for any B, this has a unique solution. If B is 0, this has only a trivial solution. Trivial solution what? 0, 0, 0. Understand? So no need to compute the solution. If determinant of A is 0, A equal to 0 always has only one solution, that is 0, 0. So no need to compute. So in that case, this has trivial solution. Trivial solution is what? This X equal to 0. X equal to 0 is my solution. No need to compute it. No need to compute. Not only that, this is also. Okay. So if you have a homogeneous equation, if determinant of A is 0, always your solution will be X equal to 0. You understand? Okay? But suppose determinant of A is 0. Determinant of A is 0. Whether this A is equal to 0 has a solution solution or not. Understand? Suppose determinant of A is 0, correct? Well, this problem has a solution or not. Answer yes. If determinant of A is 0, A solution always has solution but not unique. It has infinitely many solutions. Understand? It has. However, if you look at for equal to B, if determinant of A is 0, it may not have solution. This is the example. It may not have solution. This is not possible for the homogeneous case. It always has solution. Doesn't matter the determinant of A is 0 or non-zero. Right now, homogeneous system are always consistent. What I mean that always have a solution. Are always consistent. Next line. If determinant of A is non-zero, then homogeneous system has trivial solution. Correct? This is what it is. Otherwise, infinitely many solutions. Otherwise, infinitely many. Okay? I tell you, if you write your GATE exam, definitely 1 or 2 questions will be based on this. At least 2 questions. Just based on this 2 remark. There will be 2 questions in GATE exam based on this. If you understand it, you can answer quickly. Do you know the idea? Correct? That's all. Okay. So, if determinant of A is non-zero, it has a unique solution. Correct? Question is, how do you find the solution? Correct? It is clear? So what you do? We will follow the same idea. Okay. So throughout this we assume that always determinant of A is non-zero. Otherwise, there is no guarantee that I have a unique solution. Understand? Okay. Very good. So now question is, how do I find the solution x1, x2, x3? What you do, if you remember, you first eliminate this x2 and then x3, correct? This is what you do. I'll keep on eliminating and you get the answer. So what you are trying to do, if I write in compact notation A augmented matrix B, see, whatever you multiply here, this also multiplied by B1 also, correct? Yes? Understood or not? So I am writing this like A augmented matrix B. How does it look like? Tell me. It is just same A11, A12, A13, A21, A22, A23, A31, A32, A33. Into this augmented matrix B1, B2, B2. Correct? So now why I am writing this together? Because whatever I make the operation, it must be here also, correct? So how do you solve this system of equations? Okay. Your idea is, this is my A, okay, and this is my B, correct? What I will do, I will transform this A to a upper triangular matrix. Upper triangular matrix. Correct? This is what you do. First you make this is 0 and then this is 0, correct? What you left is upper triangular matrix. Then how do you solve? First you solve for x3. Correct? So x3 is nothing but b3 by whatever number comes here, correct? Then plug it x3 here, you get x2, correct? Now you know x2, x3, plug it here, you get your x1 and problem is correct? But here we have several questions to ask. So anyway, how do we write upper triangular matrix form, correct? So you are performing some operations, correct? You are performing some operations. What are the operations, correct? The operations are, it's called elementary row operations. It's called elementary row operations. What are those? And if you perform these operations, correct, you get a different matrix, correct? See, this A is this matrix. Upper triangular matrix is what? Yeah. What is the upper triangular matrix? Below diagonal entry will be 0. Below diagonal entry will be 0. So you get different matrix, correct? But final answer won't change. Final answer won't change. Why? This is the question, correct? Why final answer won't change? Because what elementary row operations are? You can interchange or you write. Elementary row operations are number 1. Interchanging of any two rows. Interchanging of any two rows. You can interchange any two rows whichever you want. Correct? Like this. Suppose you write this equation first and this second, doesn't matter, correct? You get same solution or not? Interchange of any two. Second is, write down second. Multiplication or multiply, sorry. Multiply a row by a non-zero constant. By a non-zero constant. Non-zero, it should not be 0, otherwise you make it 0, correct? Yes. Third one is add a constant multiple. Here it can be 0. Add a constant multiple of a row to another row. This is what you do, correct? These are 3 elementary row operations. These are 3 elementary row operations. Correct? With the help of these 3, what we do? We transform A to a upper triangular matrix and then solve. This is what you do in your 5th and even much before that. It is clear? Yes? And this is what your precisely Gauss elimination method is. This is what your precisely Gauss elimination method is. Nothing. As you said, you eliminate, correct? You keep on eliminating. This is called the Gauss elimination. So it's nothing new, correct? This is what we have done. Okay, very good. Have you understood this? No doubt. Anyone had doubt here? It is clear? Okay. This is what your Gauss. So in Gauss elimination, what we do? We transform the matrix A to upper triangular matrix with the help of this elementary row operations and then solve it. Solve is what? You are doing back substitution. Means what? First you solve for x3, correct? First you solve for x3, then x2, then x1 and get the answer. This is called the back substitution, correct? This is called the back substitution. There is one more possibility. Why I should convert to a upper triangular form? I can convert to a lower triangular form also, correct? But so what is upper triangular matrix here? How this upper triangle looks like, correct? In this case. So see, these are the entries on 0, this becomes 0 here. These are some entries, right? This is what my upper triangular form is. It is clear? Now question is, why I have to convert to upper triangular matrix? Why not lower triangle? Lower triangle is what? Below above diagonal will be 0. Then yes, I can solve. So in that case, suppose you convert this, that means what? This portion will be 0, correct? So first I will solve for x1, then x2, then x3. This is called your forward substitution. This is called your forward substitution. You can use anyone which you like, you get the same answer, correct? You get the same answer. This idea is clear? Okay. Now question is, okay, in actual computation means what? If you use your calculator or computer, correct? This is called actual computation. Will there be any errors if I do? Logically I will correct, right? But there would be a problem in the actual computer. Let's see a one problem. So find out. No? I will yes, definitely. It is clear? See, I am not giving example to solve this because you know how to solve this, correct? Just eliminate it. This is simple, you have done in 5th class. That you must know. Correct? So let us take for example. Okay, this is. So mind it, whatever elementary row operation you perform here, you must perform here also. That's why I am writing this A augmented B. Sometimes you make mistake, we perform our operation here but forget to B. It's not possible. You have to have same operation with B also, correct? So it is always better to write A augmented B, correct? A augmented matrix B. So that you will not do any mistake. So it is nothing but a compact form of this. It is nothing but a compact form of this. It will save your time. It will save your time. It will save your time. That's it. So let us go with one more. And you will see some magic will happen on whatever. So let me take example, simple example. 2 by 3 x1 plus 2 by 7 x2 plus 1 by 3 equal to 43 by 50. And this is 1 by 3 x1 plus 1 by 7 x2 minus 1 by 2 x3 equal to 5 by 6 and 1 by 5 x1. Write down this problem please. x2 plus 2 by 5 x3 equal to minus 12 by 5. So our question is, solve this using those elimination method, correct? So write down, solve this using those elimination method. Don't solve it now, it's a question only. Okay. But here I have a problem like 2 by 3, 2 by 7 terms are coming. Now you have to use your calculator or computer, correct? So how do you feed this 2 by 3 to your computer or calculator? So correct? You have to use some floating point repetition, correct? You have to write some floating point number. So I am saying here use 4 decimal digit with rounding. Okay? With rounding. So understand, you have to use your 4 decimal digit with rounding, correct? 4 decimal digit with rounding. So accordingly you have to write 2 by 3, okay? So let us wait. So suppose this is not given to you previously, I have not given to you, correct? And you can do it manually. See, please understand. Don't be fast. Suppose nothing is given to you. I have these 3 equations. You can solve it manually as we started with, correct? I can solve it manually, correct? No rounding is not required. No use of calculator. Manually I am doing. Then, if you do manually, you get this answer. My answer is x1 is 1, x2 is 7, x3 is 1. Just manually I can solve, correct? Now if I use calculator, correct? And now I am using the calculator with this condition, use 4 decimal digit with rounding, correct? So each time I have to write in this fashion, correct? Now I am using the calculator or computer, correct? So what happens? In that case, you have to write your 2 by 3. Tell me, how do you write it? You write 0.667, correct? Because it is given to you strictly 4 decimal with rounding. Suppose you chop it off, you have to write only 6, correct? x1 plus point. If there is a mistake, you correct yourself. 57x2 plus 0.2 x3 equal to 2.867. This is first one you have to write, correct? Because now you are using calculator. Your calculator understand only this language. Your calculator cannot understand 2 by 3. 2 by 3, no. It will take its own language, correct? 2 by 3 understood by now, 0.667. Correct? Yes. Similarly, I write 1 by 3. So this is 0.333x1 plus 0.1429x2 minus 0.5 x3 equal to 5 by 6 is 0.833. Correct? This is my set. This again 0.2 minus 0.4286 x2 plus 0.4 x3 equal to minus 2. Then my okay. So this is now I can rewrite like this, correct? Okay. Now I have to perform my Gauss elimination method. How do I perform? You make these two entries 0, correct? That means you eliminate x1. This is what I am saying, correct? Make these two entries 0, correct? Like you do in 5th class. Only entries are different here, correct? Yes. So if you do that, I will get it. I will write because there is more time. So first will be as it is, correct? 0.667 x1 plus 0.2857 x2 plus x3 is equal to 2.867. Correct? Yes. These two will be, you have to make it 0. Okay, don't focus that side, please. Focus on the board. So these two entries, you know how to make it 0, correct? You know it or no? Say yes or no? Yes. And you get the next entry will be 0.001 x2 minus x3 equal to minus some 0.5997. Okay, and this entry will be minus 0.5143 x2 plus 0.3400 x3 is equal to some minus 3.26 something, I don't know. Okay, you get this. What happened? Nothing. Okay. Now what next you do? You have to make this 0, correct? You have to make this entry 0, correct? So actually what to do? First you will make it 1. You will divide by 0.001 this full row, correct? And then subtract constant multiple of this by this, correct? And you make it 0. If you do that, you get an answer, correct? After making this 0, so what left? Only this term, correct? That means I am transforming this to a upper triangular form, correct? Yeah. So if you do that, I will write. So next, this is my second step. This is my second step. So third step would be this becomes 0. You write in your separately. This is 0, and this quantity becomes minus some 3086x3 equal to minus 3087. This is what roughly you get. Okay. If you do one more question. Okay. So now I have my answer. So my answer is, if I do that, okay, you get x3 roughly 1, x2 is 3, and x1 is 2.715. 2.715. You can do it, which is no more close to your answer which you had already, correct? X1 is 1, x2 is 7, x3 is no more. So what we did? We did nothing wrong, correct? We did nothing wrong, but our answer came. Then what is happening? Understand? If you use the calculator, you get this answer. You get this answer. Definitely you can check. Then where we went wrong? We did nothing wrong, correct? We try to particular matrix get the answer. This is what we are doing. Then where we went wrong? Yes. If anyone can answer, I will be very happy. Where we went wrong? Any idea? What went wrong? What happened? Look at this. Here we make a mistake. It's a small number, correct? 0.001 is a small number. And I told you we should avoid division by a small number. We should avoid division by a small number. Correct? If you know what the quantity was there before, correct? Some quantity was there non-zero, correct? If you would have just interchanged these two, rows, because this number is larger than this number, correct? You get the exact answer. You get the same answer roughly this. So that's one. If you add this step, correct? You interchange these two rows, correct? If you interchange these two rows, you know what the entry there. I will tell you what the entry was there. Okay, this entry was some minus 0.5143. This was the previous step, correct? x2 plus 0.3400x3 equal to something, whatever. Minus. Suppose you would have interchanged this here itself, correct? Because this number is small. My objective is to avoid the division by a small number. Then your answer would be, you get the answer as x3 as 1.001, x2 as 7, and x1 as 1, which is very close to your answers which you had. So that's what the problem is. So you will have to be very careful once you perform the Gauss elimination method with any decimal, deal with rounding or choke. Because, understand? So now how do I decide? Question is beginning. So I made a mistake, correct? I am doing this theoretically, there is no mistake, correct? I am allowed to do everything. Then how do I know in beginning itself whether I have to make a interchange of rows or not? That means in beginning, suppose you would have interchanged these rows, correct? You get a very good answer, correct? You get a very good answer. Is it clear? Question is clear? So before performing Gauss elimination method, how do I decide whether I have to interchange rows or no? That's all. Correct? If I know in advance, there won't be any trouble, correct? The question is clear? I repeat. how do I decide before performing the Gauss elimination method whether I have to interchange any two rows or not? That's the question. Correct? The question is clear? Okay. That I will answer later. Okay? I will answer this later. So actually, the whole idea is we should avoid division by a small number and subtracting two equally near number, because why? It will give you the loss of significant digit. It will have the loss of significant. Okay? For example, in place of 4 decimals, suppose you have only 3 decimals, correct? So this number is 0. This number would be a 0 number, correct? This number would be a 0. So you have to be very careful once you perform this floating point representation of a number, correct? So if you use this 3 decimal, you would have different answer, correct? Changing the calculator may give you a different answer. That is very much possible. That is very much. But there won't be much change. There won't be much change. There will be a small change. There will be a small change. Is it clear? Yes? Okay. So then I will answer this question first. How do I decide whether I have to go for interchanging rows or not? So, okay. Let us have this. Is it clear to all of you? Okay. So let's say A is your 3 by 3 matrix, correct? A is your 3 by 3. Let me write down this notation. A, I, J. I and J goes from where to where? Yes? 1 to 3. 1 to 3. So you get A11 first row. It is a compact notation, correct? This is just nothing but a compact notation, correct? So we say A is strictly diagonally dominant. Or in short, I will write this as D D. In short, I will write this as D D. Strictly diagonally dominant. If you look at the diagonal element A, I, these are the diagonal element, correct? These are the your diagonal element. It is strictly greater, okay? Strictly greater. Sum of the rows means what left is summation J goes from 1 to 3 here because you have 3, correct? Correct? A, I, J, this entry, and this J is not equal to I, correct? That's all? Yes? Or it is saying precisely here, suppose you fix your A11, correct? I is 1, I is 1. A11 should be greater than strictly, tell me, A12 plus A13. That's the meaning, correct? That is the meaning. It is clear? Yes? Look at diagonal element. Look at the diagonal element. It must, this absolute value. You must take the absolute value should be strictly greater than sum of the other 2 numbers in that row. Sum of the 2 numbers in that row. That's what called the SDD. Okay. With this SDD we have many good results. You will see. Okay. So if A is SDD, okay, if A is SDD, correct, then Ax equal to B has unique solution. No need to check the determinant. See, no need to check the determinant. No need to check the determinant. Not only that. Okay, this is one point. Gauss elimination procedure can be performed without interchanging rows. Directly you can perform. You don't have to interchange a row. So if your matrix, correct, it is not SDD, correct? You can convert to a SDD in the how? Interchange the rows. Correct? Because interchanging of rows will not affect your. So that means you are interchanging two equations. That means you are interchanging two equations. So this is how it works. So in beginning itself, you just take this in mind. It should be SDD form. Then no problem. You get that. So correct. So what are the SDD matrix? For example, you can have many. Okay. So tell me one. Like we have a candy. -1, 2, 1, 2. It is SDD. It is SDD? No, because this number is less than this number, correct? You understand? But if you make it 3, then answer yes. Then answer is okay. Okay, this is what the SDD is. We have one more. I will tell you later. Okay. So this is what about the Gauss elimination method is, correct? So it is not that in beginning you have to check, correct? Each and every step you can check, correct? It should be a SDD form, correct? Now we go with, so like for solving a root finding problem, we have two kind of method. One is direct method like bisection method and regular falsy method. You don't need an initial gap to start with, correct? Then we have other method like Numerical method, second method and fixed point methods. It's called iterative method. You have to iterate, right? You have to iterate. For this you need a initial guess x naught or p naught, correct? Similarly here also I can have a iterative method. So iterative method. Idea is same what we have done for root finding problem, correct? How do I do that? So I want to solve this Ax equal to B, where determinant of A is non-zero, otherwise I don't know, correct? This has to be there by default. Suppose determinant of A is 0, you hands up. I cannot solve, correct? Then I want to write this same form like x equal to f of x. So somehow I will try to write this as x equal to some new matrix Tx and some number C. I want to write it, correct? Yes? I want to write this in form. Now it is just like your x is equal to some g of x, correct? Yes? It is something like x equal to g of x. Find the fixed point of that will give you the answer. Find the fixed point of g. Find the fixed point of g and get the answer. Now again you have to, so here also there would be many choice of g. Do you remember? For root finding problem there are many choice of h, correct? Here also there would be many choice of g. So out of which one work? That means we are asking which one, for which g it will convert. That's the point, correct? Okay. So how do I write this first? I'll tell you. Okay? how do I write this A is equal to B equal to Ax plus C for first, correct? Let us see. And then we will see, okay? So suppose I write A is M minus N form, where M, determinant of M is non-zero. I can write, since A is non, I can always write this as determinant of M is non-zero. Then what happened? This Ax equal to B will be M minus N X equal to B, correct? That is nothing but Mx or equal to Nx plus B, correct? I can write, since the determinant of M is non-zero, this is a invertible matrix, means M inverse exists. M inverse exists. So I can rewrite this as now X is equal to M inverse N X plus M inverse B, correct? Yes. And this is my T now. This is my new matrix T and this is my new matrix C is, correct? So that means I can write this as X is equal to Tx plus C. So it depends what M you take. It depends what M you take. Understand? It depends what M you take. Accordingly, your T will be different. Accordingly, your T will be correct. It is clear? Okay. Now let us take one your 5th class idea again. Nothing new. You take your 5th class idea. Suppose you want to solve this equation, right? Let me take again a11 x1 plus a12 x2 plus a13 x3 equal to b1, a21 x1 plus a22 x2 plus a23 x3 is equal to b2, correct? Okay? Is equal to b2, and then you have a31 x1 plus a32 x2 plus a33 x3 equal to b. I want to solve this, correct? I do not know anything, I want to solve it, correct? That's all. How do I solve? So first I can write this as, suppose, so you want, after that what to do here? Okay, just recall. Suppose you want to find fixed point of this gx. How do you find the fixed point of gx? You write your scheme as xk plus 1 as gxk, correct? K goes from 0 to n, whatever you want. And then we have to look for the convergence, correct? This idea. Same idea I want here, correct? So what is your x here? My x is x1, x2, x3. What is x here? Is a vector. x1, x2, x3. So you want to write x in terms of xk, correct? So what the idea is then? Suppose you want to compute x1 k plus 1. What will you do? You want to write this fashion, correct? So it's nothing but 1 by a11, correct? If it is non-zero, correct? Otherwise you can interchange the rows, correct? Into b1 minus a12 x2 k, correct? a12 x2 k minus a13 x3 k. That's all. This is my scheme I am writing in terms of a scheme now. So first I will write x1, then x2, then x3. It is clear or not? I will write first x1, x2, x3. Then tell me what is my x2k. x2k is now x2k plus 1. You can just put a bracket also. Similarly, this is 1 by a22. Okay? Then b2 minus, tell me, a21 x1k, correct? Minus a23 x3 k. It is clear? Yes. Similarly, I can write my x3 k plus. This is 1 by a33. Okay? 1 by a33 b3 minus a31 x1k minus a32 x2k. And now I can solve.